My name is Mimi and welcome. Today I want to show you how I fill in my very sparse, bald eyebrows. My eyebrows fell out when I was undergoing chemo, but even before I lost the majority of my eyebrows to chemo, they were thinning, especially at the tail. Now my eyebrows have thickened up in the part where they weren't thinning before, which is in the center part right here, but I lost all the tail and they receded that way from the center, away from where they naturally were. So this took some trial and error, and it's a combination of things that I gleaned off the internet. I am not a professional makeup artist, but this is the easiest way that I have found to fill in my nearly bald eyelashes. It's easy, it doesn't involve a lot of techniques or a lot of products, and it gives a very natural looking filled in eyebrow. So if you want to know what products I use, what brushes I use, and the steps that I use to get my eyebrows to look like this, please keep watching. First, I'm going to start with talking about the things that I use to fill in my brows. I use a brow powder. Now this is called Liz, and I forget the name of the company, I'll look it up for you. But this is a grade black, and this is because my undertones are cool and this looks darker on my skin than it does in the pan. It looks like a gray in my eyes. And then I use either a brow pen or a brow pencil, like this one. This is the one by NYX. This is in grade black, again, because my undertones are cool. And it's also darker than this. I'll show you the technique in a second. I'm just going through what you need. The next thing you will need is a small brush for the powder, and I like to use one like this. It's a little smudger brush, and this brush is really awesome. It comes in a set, and I'll have the link to the set below. It's a bunch of different little teeny tiny eyeshadow brushes and liner brushes. It's really great. It's available through Amazon. And spoolie. Okay, you'll also need a tissue. Now because I start by putting on my foundation, concealer, and I powder my eyes and over my brows when I put on my eye makeup, first thing I do is rub the product off my brows very lightly. So you can see how that made my eyebrow darker again, bring back its color. And we do the other thing, same thing for the other side. Now I'm just going to show you how I do one eye on camera. And it's going to be the right one, so this eyebrow. So next I take a spoolie and I brush through this spoolie. Now one thing I found is that if I try to do something that my brows don't naturally want to do, the worse my eyebrows look. So if my eyebrows grow towards the right and sort of down on this side, and on the other side they grow the opposite way and sort of down, I leave them that way. I go in the way, brush them in the way that they grow naturally. Don't fight against your eyebrows and they will look so much better. I know the trend right now is feathered brows and brushed up brows, but it doesn't give a natural look. It's a very artificial look, and if you're looking for natural, don't fight your brows. Go the way they go. Go with the way they naturally grow. So now I'm loading up this brush, tapping off the excess, and then look in your mirror, and you want some distance between you and your mirror. You don't want it like this, you want it back, because that's how people see you. And I like to start at the bottom of my brow and fill in the shape. See, underneath, I'm gonna zoom you in, so underneath, and then I have no tails to my brow, so I make a tail at an angle that looks good with my glasses. And then what's left, I fill in the brow. Just like that. See? So this is what it looked like before, and this is the after. And don't worry about that tail being lighter than the center. You can add a little more if you want. That's what I'm gonna do, just to make it a little darker, just by stamping it in some places. Brushing it out. That's your guideline for your brow shape. Don't put any powder in the front here just yet. If you need to bring it over, see, I need to bring mine over a little bit, just a tad, about 1/4 of an inch. Not even 1/4 of an inch, about 1/8 of an inch over, just a little bit. If you hold this up, you can see how far it needs to come towards my nose. So the next thing I do is I go through this again with my spoolie, just to even it out. Again, in the natural direction it grows. And this just helps blend in that powder to your brows. Now we're going to take either a micro pencil, or this is in the Back Brow ink pen by NYX, and we're going to draw some hairs and fill in the little bald spots with this. Now with this, if you have problems with it putting too much on your brow, take your tissue, take this and roll the tip into the tissue, and that'll help get some of the excess out of the tip. So now I'm going to take this and very, very lightly with the tip, just do little flicks in the direction my hair grows, my eyebrows grow, the tip in the bald spots. And this is mimicking little hairs. And the tail. Now that's done, and now we're going to go to the front. And for the front, again, we can go up a little bit as we get closer to the nose, but mostly we're going to go in the direction the hairs grow. And we're going to start close to the eyebrow where the hairs are dark. And I like to start from the bottom and work my way up with my strokes. Bring it forward lightly. And see how it's starting to come in towards the center of my nose, but it's blended with where I have real hairs and it looks like hair. That's what I want. So don't be afraid to lift your brows as you fill, and tip your head up and look at different angles. Because you never know what you're going to get. Let's see, do I want to bring it in more? Yeah, I think I do. Just a tad more. And as you bring it towards the center, start making it less. So like a gradient, because that's what your eyebrows do naturally. They're not super bushy in the inner And I don't like his line. I like to kind of angle it and round it, because you can see on the side that I haven't done how it's kind of angled and rounded. That's what I'm mimicking, but I'm bringing it forward. And that gives you the most natural, easy, filled in eyebrow. So that is what I do. Super easy, not 10 tons of products, not 10 tons of anything. I also don't use an eyebrow gel because it smears whatever I've done underneath. And I've found that if I try to use an eyebrow gel before I use powder or a pen like this, it makes the brows so hard that none of the products go on over top. Okay, I will be back in a second to show you what both my eyes look like before and after. So this is my final look for the day with both eyebrows done, but you've already seen that since you watched the intro. And I just wanted to add that my eyebrows are the thing that takes the longest on my face. I really take my time with my eyebrows, and usually I work from one eyebrow to the other to get them even. So one side with the powder and the other side with the powder, and I even them out slowly as I go. And I do the same thing with my brow pen. Now you don't need to use this brow pen or even this powder. You can use eyeshadow and a brow pencil, whatever is easiest for you. I've used them all. This is just what I have, and the colors that I like come in these two formats. I probably prefer a pencil over this, but I can't get over this color, so that's why I use it. It looks so natural. So that's it. That's the end of my tutorial on eyebrows. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.